Hi guys,
I'm John.
and I'm Emil.
We're here with an awesome video, an engaging one, on IPR and ethical conflicts associated with IPR. So, IPR. In this short video presentation, we will learn what an IPR is, why is it important, and all about its components. After that, we will learn about the ethical conflicts when dealing with IPR, and then a few case studies on each topic.
So, what is an IPR? As you can see in the slide, intellectual property rights is a category of property that includes intangible creations of the human intellect. A poem, it is an IPR. KFC recipes, it's an IPR. And a logo of an apple, it is also an IPR. As it all came from an intellect of a person and is solely owned by the entity.
So we come to the question, why IPR? Intellectual property protection is critical to fostering innovation. Without protection of ideas, businesses and individuals would not reap the full benefits of their inventions and would focus less on research and development. So basically innovators get all benefits for their creations and gets motivated to do more for society and themselves through their creations.
As we discussed in the previous slides about some IPR examples, IPR has four components: patent, trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets. Let's discuss each in detail.
Patent. A patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention which is a product or process that provides in general a new way of doing something or offers a new technical solution to a problem. We always hear about phone companies filing a lot of patents before releasing just a new model, and that too for the littlest modification. This is the importance of IPR.
Copyright or author's right is a legal term used to describe the rights that creators have over their literary and artistic works. Works covered by copyright range from books, music, paintings, sculptures, and films to computer programs, database, advertisements, maps, and technical drawings.
The first time copyright symbol was the first time I saw a copyright symbol was after my favorite show finished, and they showed this copyright symbol.
Hey, that's my first experience as well.
Guess cartoons had a good effect on us anyway. Huh.
Okay,
So, Emil, next is trade secret. Let me just formally introduce it. Trade secret are a type of intellectual property that companies design, comprise of design, formulas, practice, process, compilation of information that have inherent economic value because they are not generally known or readily ascertainable by others, which the owner takes reasonable measures to keep secret. So the most famous trade secrets should be KFC recipe and Coca-Cola recipe.
TM and R are symbols of used for trademark. So a trademark is a sign capable of distinguishing the goods or services of one enterprise from those of other enterprises. So trademarks are protected by intellectual property rights, and all famous logos have this on top if it to tell the viewer that this is legally trademarked, and any attempt to use it, the owner's permission is to lead to a lawsuit.
So ethical conflicts when dealing with IPR. Usually we hear about this a lot, but what are they and how are they classified? We have seen Abibas, which is a cheap knockoff from China. What does it have in common with IPR? The thing is, it has copied its logo and name from the German brand Adidas, which is a trademark infringement. Like that, there are multiple ethical conflicts because people tend to leak trade secrets and misuse patents, like in the case of the COVID-19 vaccine, which has its patent owners kept money over people's lives, and with the help of patents, they have uh, the availability of vaccines have been made very small. Another ethical conflict is plagiarism. which so many literary and artistic people had to deal with. What happens is their work, and they are not given full credit for their work.
Okay, let's get into some case studies. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola made a choice to brand their recipe a trade secret instead of patenting it, which would have led to the disclosure of the ingredients. Since one of those ingredients may have been cocaine, Coca-Cola decided to keep the recipe as confidential information. This trade secret has spawned rumors of its own. One is that the recipe contains huge bugs or insects. Another is that two employees each know only half the recipe, or that only two people know the combination to the safe where it is stored. In case you doubt it, corporate espionage is real. In 2006, an employee and two accomplices stole the formula and tried to sell it to Pepsi. Pepsi blew the whistle and let Coke officials know what was happening. The employee and friends were arrested.
So another one is Wink Music. So Wink is owned by Airtel, and they try to keep music owned by Tips Industries even after expiration of their right to use license, which Airtel tried to bypass with the lawsuit against Tips, and they tried to say that Section 31D of the Copyright Act doesn't fall for digital music. At the end, this copyright infringement was in favor of Tips Music, and Airtel's or Wink Music lost the battle.
So next I'll be talking about Apple versus Samsung. So Apple Inc. versus Samsung Electronic Corporation Limited was the first of series of ongoing lawsuits between Apple and Samsung regarding a design of smartphones and tablet computers between them. The companies made more than half of smartphones sold worldwide as of July 2013. In the spring of 2011, Apple began litigating against Samsung in patent infringement suits, while Apple and Motorola Mobility were already engaged in a patent war on several fronts. Apple's multinational litigation over technology patents became known as part of the mobile device smartphone patent wars. Extensive litigation in fierce competition in the global market for consumer mobile communications.
Next would be the French high-end leather goods retailer Louis Vuitton filed lawsuit against South Korean chicken fast food company Louis Vuitton Dak. So the ruling was the court held the South Korean restaurant liable of a fine of $1,250 for trademark infringement because the name was too similar to Louis Vuitton. Furthermore, the fried chicken wrapped in packaging with the LV symbol, which is the Louis Vuitton symbol of the leather company, cloth manufacturing company. Louis Vuitton wasn't a fan of fried chicken, unfortunately. This story doesn't end here. After the ruling, the restaurant changed its name to Louis Vuitton Dak. That's cruel. But the subtle rearrangement of letters was deemed to be too similar to letter arrangement of Louis Vuitton. The restaurant was fined again for $14.5 million for non-compliance.
So we went through what was IPR and how it protects ideas and its benefits, and its components, which were patents, copyrights, trademarks, and trade secrets, and how IPR is in conflict with ethics in the form of infringement and trademark misappropriation, and some case studies regarding big companies.
Thank you.
Thank you.